Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. This is using up our stash, and hopefully using my stash, and hopefully this entices you to go and use your stash. So this video here using a collection from Kaisercraft. So it is well and truly deep into my stash that I dug today to do this video, make this layout. But I'm really happy that it did, because it was a hard collection to use, and I got it in the Kitaholic Kits 1 month, and I think it might have even been last year, and I think I made one, maybe two things, and then just sort of put it away, sort of didn't really make much, and found it challenging. So it was nice to pull it out and use it for some male-ish, masculine layouts. So just using some modelling paste. It's actually Colour Blast paste, and that came in the kit, so that's like a steel silver kind of colour, and this stencil also came in the kit, so that's a nice little grungy little look. So that's going to go there. Just testing with my photo, which I've already layered with some 2 strips of ripped paper, as we seen when I started off talking. Just going to add some more of this paste up here. So yeah, so you can see how nice and easy this runs on as Colour Blast product. But the other good thing is that it's already coloured, so you don't have to muck around with that. If you are looking for that colour, you've got it. And I know they come with lots and lots of colours in their range of this modelling paste. So just cleaning off the spatula and my stencil, as you should always do, especially with modelling paste. Otherwise it sticks on there and it becomes like up high and hard. Got a lovely little brown doily. Was going to put that on, but first I figured it needs another little layer. So I'm going to mat it, I think full matte this time, all around the edges. So nothing, this is actually quite simple, but there's a few different little bits and pieces that are nice that make it pop from the layout. And obviously I decided to start with some pattern paper. 1, because that pattern paper looks like a lovely background, and 2, because I wanted to use up the paper rather than hoard it, which I'd already already hidden it in my stash for quite a while, that I needed to be able to use it up. So another little layer of paper. Look, the doily looks like that's where it's about to go, but why not add another layer of pattern paper? This little, it looks like an engine. It's really cool. So the papers are really cool. It's just, I guess they're hard colours and not normally what I would go for, so that's what made it a bit tricky. Oops, sorry, my wash machine is doing its little tune as it's finished washing my clothes, which unfortunately means I have to hang them out. So just trying to see if this little piece of rusty kind of coloured paper will work as a layer, and obviously it does, because that's what tape is for. Ugh, fighting with the tape. Off it goes, so I can put this layer on. I don't think I do many more layers. So this here, I haven't had any texture, any foam tape or anything. It's just paper, pattern paper as a background. I didn't want to muck around with it too much, and just seeing if I want to add to the rest of that to make it a full border, but I didn't want to. So the doily's going to go over there now. Isn't that funny how you have an idea in your head, and then as you continue on it changes and can totally be different to what you start with. So I've got lots of embellishments, as always. The Kitaholic Kitaholic kits, they always come with lots of embellishments. So I've on the right there, on my left actually, sorry, is all the goodness, and I'm just trying to pull out some of these scraps from the 6x6 papers here, adding some more paper layers, just having a bit of a play. The good thing about when you're it's kind of easier to use up your stash or use something that you're not entirely 100% in love with, because you sort of just stick and plonk and use up things rather than hoarding things. Sometimes when you love something so much, it's hard to start and to do stuff, whereas here I'm like, nope, just want to use it. I know I have hoarded it long enough. It needs to go on a layout It needs to be in my album so that not only the journey, the documented memories, but also the fact that I've used up my goodies rather than keeping them all. There's enough stuff that I hoard without extra stuff being added to it. So just cutting down these layers because that's just the way I want it. It's nice to, it's actually really cool to have the modelling paste on the left there as its own little layer behind the photo, and then all the papers that are then concentrated to the right there with the doily. So thinking about a title, because obviously it'd be nice to stick down a title and then base the rest of it around there. So the title's going to be Wise with these lovely puffy sticker thickets. They're really lovely. I'm so glad I got some of them left because they could be used on a variety of layouts. It'd be nice if they came in every colour in the rainbow, those puffy alphabets. The font is lovely. It's not thick. It's not tiny. It's the right, you know, it's like the Goldilocks size, the perfect size. And yeah, it'd be nice if they were in all the colours. So gonna cover that. The good thing, well, not the good thing, but usually when you do modelling paste or anything like that, you cover up a fair bit. And this is where the layout goes totally different, and I rip part of that and I'm going to put it on a cardstock piece of paper. That way it's sort of like all that is the layers. And look, see how different that looks and how cool? I love it. And then why not use the back as a different layer as well? So that's going to go in there. Not even cutting it down because I want to use this up. I don't want to keep it. It's not like I said, I like the collection, I like the kit, the things that Steph put in there to add to the kit that weren't just from Kaisercraft went so lovely together. It's just that it's not, I love bright things, I love colour, and you know, this is just a bit too mechanical and stuff for me. My boys are not mechanical. You know, if I was doing photos of my dad and whatnot, sure, but not for our family. It's just not the best. So I've got a few, like I used it, I've got quite a few layers out of it, layouts, probably about 10 in total, and then have gone through it and decided what I wanted to keep and what realistically I would use, and otherwise what I will not use and have passed on. So just fiddling with the title because of course, and then we're going to add some embellishments on and call it a day. So there's this lovely 12 by 12 sticker sheet that Kaisercraft usually do, or they always do. I think they might always do, because it seems like they do it every collection, but they do it differently. Sometimes they're more words and sometimes it's pictures and icons and a variety. This one was a lot of words, I believe, and a few bordery kind of pieces, not many icons. So just adding a bit of a black doily there, because look, isn't that awesome? You've seen how tiny it was, but it looks like there's, whoops, looks like it's a full layer behind it. Just adds that pop of black down in that section. Ripping those layers. Apparently I cannot stop playing with the paper layers, but I just realized that it was all really straight above that jagged edge. So using a paper trimmer, paper stress edger, what's that called? Yeah, something like that, surely. And I'm just doing that. It's obviously not very wise to do it after the fact, but sometimes that's how layouts go. You have an idea and then it changes and you have to just do it the best way you can, in the fact that it's all stuck down and whatnot. Other people don't stick things down till they're 100% got what they want, so that therefore then they wouldn't matter about if they wanted to distress an edge. But that's not how I roll. Under goes the tag, so that'll leave some space for some journaling. And there's not too much to it because obviously the paper is a big focus of what's going on in the layout, and really draws your attention to the photo. I don't want to not mess up, but I don't want to add anything on that white cardstock because that's a lovely little blank space to rest your eyes as you're looking. But I also don't want to have nothing. It's quite flat of a layout for me, really. I often have lots of 3D texture and clusters and whatnot going on, but that's okay. We can work with it. I actually really love it anyway, so it's just nice to sometimes step out of your comfort zone and do something that's you, but is pared back or, you know, different, or, you know, it all works the way it needs to work. So what else are we playing with? Some tiny words. Looks like it's from the exclusive ephemera. Yes, true story. So this photo actually is the boys, my boys, Patrick and Oliver, and their great-grandfather actually. And that's on at Christmas time, and he's telling them a story and they're listening. So hence the title Wise, and family time and true story as the tiny words. So here's some little chevron pieces, an acrylic one and a wood veneer one, and some sequins, and that's my little sprinkle cluster. And it's just as simple as that, really. Adding in some over there just to tie it in. And we're going to be we're coming up to the end of the video, finished embellishing. Just trying to work out, obviously I don't put any more on there. I thought I put it up on that family time. But no, we're finishing, we're just double checking, and we're going to call it a day. So I'll see you next time. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye. Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. This is using up our stash, and hopefully this is, well, using my